Hi, I'm Chelsea from Binge Eating Breakthrough. So here's the funny thing about figuring out your overeating habit or your binge eating habit or your addiction to sugar. The funny thing is that there's probably no one straight answer that you're going to find anywhere on the internet, in a book, from a friend, from a coach, from a doctor, or any other people outside of yourself or places outside of yourself that you're going to consult. The counterintuitive thing is that you actually know yourself what is appropriate for you, what feels good to your body, how much to eat, what to eat, when to eat, why to eat. You actually know. I actually trust you, and I'm here to stand for you and say you actually do know. You just maybe don't realize it yet. One of the things that I think I've discovered more than anything, and it comes out in this particular case in food, but pretty much in anything in life, is that you have the answers of what's actually going to work for you. And the more you look outside to try to figure out or listen to gurus or books or doctors or whatever and just take what they say as total gospel, the more you can find yourself, weeks, months, or years later, completely disillusioned and frustrated because once again, you still have this problem or this habit or this tendency, and you're still frustrated, and yet you're following all of the rules of that diet, or you're following the advice of your doctor, or you're listening to what society says you're supposed to not eat after 8 o'clock at night, and yet it's still not working. Whatever the case may be, I'm here to say that you actually know what is going to work for you, but what you're missing is the trust in yourself to realize that you have those answers. So how do you go about figuring out what those answers are if you do know what they are? Well, that comes from experimenting. That comes from zooming out and looking at your patterns. It comes from trying a few things, noting how you feel, and really doing like a data analysis of what actually is working for you, what doesn't work for you, and trying to mix it up a little bit. Give yourself the experience of being a guinea pig. Try out different things. Maybe there are several diet suggestions that really work really well. Maybe it's the latest diet on the market, the latest trend. Maybe it is what your doctor suggests for you. Maybe it's something homeopathic. Maybe you're just missing some mineral in your diet. Maybe it's just finding a new hobby. There's so many different things that could actually help you out of the habit or the relationship with food that you're not happy with. But you're never going to know from just following the advice blindly of something suggested in a book or from a friend or a doctor or whatever. If you follow the advice of the masses, it may work for you, but it may not. And so I want to invite you to look at what's out there, read up, do your research, and test on yourself. Become a guinea pig. At the same time, trusting that you actually really do know what works for you. You probably have a pretty good sense if eating more fatty foods or more meat is a good idea for you, or if you're actually better off eating more vegetarian or lower fat, or maybe you actually know that carbs actually feel pretty good to your body and you feel satisfied when you eat carbs, and like, God, bread actually tastes pretty good to you. If that's how you truly feel, that authentically this probably is okay for your body, trust it, go with it, experiment with it, and figure out what it is that actually works for you, regardless of what the popular diet advice is. And take notes, whether it's in a journal and physically writing down, a food journal, whether it's documenting a quick video to yourself in the mornings to talk about how you feel, whether it's enrolling a friend to just be there to kind of give you some perspective. Whatever it is, look for the answers yourself and trust that you actually do know how to eat in a way that supports your body and nourishes you in a healthy way, mentally, physically, psychologically, and spiritually. I invite you to become a guinea pig and to trust yourself. And if this is ringing a bell for you, check out my website at bingeeatingbreakthrough.com, where I have lots of other articles and more suggestions based on my own experiences with this. Thank you for watching.